here. Everybody can add 10 points to your points cards tonight.
Yeah.
And give yourself inspiration if you don't already have it. Is anybody buying charms tonight? Nerissa?
I am. I'm buying a grand charm too.
Jesus is getting a
Ooh.
grand charm.
Big money.
I'm
That'll be
just going to take a regular charm today.
Nerissa's getting a regular charm. Okay, we'll start with Nerissa. Regular charm. Whoa. Charm of far reach.
Ooh.
You can create spectral arms.
Because she didn't need to be more of a nightmare already.
Yeah.
Now, question. Are these, like, Nerissa's real arms or the arms of her tank?
Dealer's choice.
Which I would argue... So, if she's got... How many arms do you have in your tank? Like, 6?
Yeah,
Well-
it's got six legs
So if you
right
make
now.
a spectral
This-
copy of your arms, which I will take as the tank arms, you can have 12 arms?
This actually has combat use, though. Like, you create spectral copies of your arms that last for 1 minute. Your regular arms become paralyzed for the duration. You can control the spectral arms just like your own arms, except that you can also move them up to 30 feet. You can use them to wield weapons, lift objects, open doors, or anything else you could normally do with your arms. Spells cast still originate from you if you're casting spells. And the arms are immune to all damage.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I was excited at the concept of you having 12 arms.
But go ahead and, drag that onto your character sheet. Fletcher, are you getting a charm tonight?
Yeah, give me a little one.
A little one?
Just a little one.
Just a
You know,
little
something that does radiant damage, makes me useful.
Yeah. Do. Luck charm.
I'll also take that.
Drag that onto your inventory. Brunk, are you buying any charms tonight? No?
No, I'm gonna buy a grand charm the next session.
Brunk's banking. Jesus. You're buying a grand charm. Do the old smoke for good luck.
Yep. Come on, big money.
Jesus, you get the grand charm of the Fate Weaver. Fate Weaver. The arcane symbol from this one appears between your shoulder blades. When you have advantage on an attack roll, skill check, or saving throw, you roll 3 d20s and take the highest result rather than rolling 2 d20s.
That's amazing.
And that's just always. This is always. When you have advantage on something, you roll 3 d20s instead of 2.
That is fantastic.
You can go ahead and drag that onto your features, and there might be a way for me to actually set that on your character sheet. Maybe. There used to be like
Now it's up to you to figure out how to abuse the hell out of that.
There used to be a spot for special stuff, and it's not on this character sheet now. I miss the old character sheets so much.
But most importantly, what's your tattoo look like?
It's like an arcane symbol between his shoulder blades. Everybody who has grand charms, if you look, like it says that like there's a tattoo on a specific, like a glowing runic tattoo that appears on a certain part of your body. Last we left. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, in my head, I'm imagining it as a heart with a banner that says "Mom."
Last we left our heroes, we had picked up in the middle of combat with the jackals, Shadowfang jackals. That were like a bunch of them bearing down on you as you started or you were like in the middle of the road, trying to get like a group that you were escorting to the end of the road and towards Mercana. You struggled a bit. We had some people go down. I think Nerissa went down as well as Rosalia went down. Did you go down as well, Fletcher? Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty hairy, but you managed to make it through, defeat all of them, and be on your merry way. That took up most of the session, and by the end of it, you decided that, well, originally your plan was to go to Mercana and then come back and go to the Oasis and go to wherever else you needed to go, but the Oasis is right there, and you guys are hurt. So you went to the Oasis, where it's this like huge lake that's in the middle of this spit of sand, that appears where there's people fishing there. It looks like it's a refuge for a lot of people. There's a giant like crystal that is like giving off this like radiant like pulse of light, that appears to be keeping the shadow creatures at bay. So far you notice it's fairly peaceful, and you were met with Amira Brightsong and Sandor, who appear to be like the protectors of this of the Oasis, as well as Tiny, Sandor's bullet companion. Just a large little creature that just burrows around in the sand. Normally they are known to be a bit more ferocious, but this one like acts like a puppy. Amira did advise that you are like open to the facilities. There's rooms to be able to sleep. There are like, they have extra fishing gear, so if you want to try your hand at going out and fishing something up, you're more than welcome to. Amira, something she didn't explain last week that she will explain here is that she's not sure how, like, nobody has really delved deep into the water to figure out what exactly is going on down there. So nobody really knows where all of these fish are coming from, but they come in abundance and they come in different varieties. So you're welcome, or you're likely to find all kinds of different fish from what would normally be from different regions, all in this one spot. Also, there was an exchange with Brunk and Amira in regard to cooking and teaching each other to cook. She did teach Brunk how to cook Rudalian bread. And we kind of just pick up where we left off. Your placement on the maps doesn't really matter here. This is just like we're on the map so that you have a good idea of what it looks like, your scenery. To the far west, like the northwestern corner of the Oasis, you actually see, standing outside of a little tent with a very familiar like shadowy background in the tent so that you can't really see inside, is Jenny Greenteeth, who is sitting like cross-legged on the ground, kind of staring at the crystal skull, and just talking to it.
And sorry, for me, who is that?
She's sitting where? At the little hut?
At the little hut.
Oh, over there.
Pickers everywhere. We found her in our boat when the new boat got built. She just was there in the lower level of the boat, or the middle level of the boat.
When we were at the other town, she just like bounced.
Oh, I wasn't keeping track of her. Apparently, she moved out of the boat and moved to an oasis.
Probably when we spent all our money. She only cares about the smell of money. Well, the taste of it too. She eats money. But she goes where she smells money. That's why she appeared on our boat. I'm assuming she left our boat when we spent it all on upgrades.
I'm beginning to suspect she's the mother of those nasty-ass creatures that he kept throwing at us in the other campaigns. The ones that smelled money and then kept killing us.
Okay, I have some questions.
I have answers, possibly.
Hold on, look at my terrible notes. First of all, is Tuffles okay?
Tuffles the horse is fine. Didn't take any damage. You were
Right.
incredible
He's got like hanging
protectors.
stuff.
Yeah. In spite of it not being on the map because I just didn't have time to add it, there is like a little stable set up for people who bring horses in. So Orla and Obmi right now are tending to Tuffles. Xenon and Reyna, like they're here on the map, but they're like actually inside the building. It appears that they've kind of like taken to some private quarters just to rest.
Yeah, so my question is about that. So is the Oasis nicer or like fancier or like more resorty than the place we were? I want to see if it's like more upper classy and if like Reina feels better or like more at home in this place than where we just came from.
It's a lot more humble. The building itself looks to be like, it looks like it probably was some kind of villa previously, but it's been converted into almost like a religious refuge. Like it's got there are like places to pray. A lot of the rooms that may have been like fancy lavish bedrooms have been converted into like multiple bunk rooms. So like you may see a room that it itself is a large room, but it has like dividers that have been put into place so that it may have turned like one large room into like 4 different rooms that people can just kind of chill out in. There is a medical room. There's a large, where you would see that there is the most lavish or like the most original of what would have probably came with the building is the kitchen. It is made of this like just beautiful pink marble that like the whole room is made like that. The rest of the building is not made of the same material. The rest of the building is made of like nice wood, but the kitchen itself, it's got like it like a full setup with like arcanic technology, or like not arcanic, what's the word for it, the thing that Nerissa is, an artificer. A lot of like modern artifice where it's like it would be like a modern electric stove, but instead of electricity it's powered by magic. And like sinks that actually have like proper drainage, that if it goes into the lake, it's probably has magical filters in place to get rid of any kind of like waste. Anything that would be left over common magic, Nerissa would be able to explain it, is like just like if say you wash like little bits of food down the sink or use like the disposal unit, it will get rid of anything that is harmful and then convert the rest into nutrients that it pushes into the lake, so that the fish are constantly getting access to like nutrient food that's not going to make them sick.
Yeah.
And then there is that glowing crystal at the top that like just like beams with this radiant magic. You feel like the healing effects. And while you are close to the building, I'd say within like 10 or 15 feet of the building, you can feel yourself like constantly healing. Like you guys are like within 15 feet of the building, or probably if you were hurt, you'd be getting like 1 HP per, we call it per round, so like 10 HP per minute.
So is it safe to assume that this crystal is of the same variety as like our healing crystal on the ship?
Give me an Arcana check.
They have a healing crystal on the ship?
Yeah, it's like the main power source of the ship.
It's also a funky laser beam.
Yeah.
21. Similar but not the same.
Yeah. Okay.
You don't think that this thing powers anything except for it, like whatever power it uses to expel that radiant energy. It is definitely like a healing energy, like the equivalent of like a low healing spell that is just constantly active.
Okay.
When we first got here, Amira healed all of us. Do I know if it's her own healing power, or did it come from like does she have like some kind of crystal pendant or something on her that then was transferred? Like, did the healing come from the crystal powers or from her arcane powers?
She's not wearing anything that would signify it. However, like, give me a Arcana or Religion check.
Oh my god. For me. Fletcher's an idiot. Second. What's better? Arcana. Religion, none of them. Okay.
I'll be nice and say you don't know the finer details, but when she healed you, it did seem like she was drawing from something else.
Interesting. Okay. Well, Brunk, I don't know if you want to talk to Amira and see if there's some kind of way to, like, mobilize this healing crystal. Like, I want to, like, take a piece of crystal with us or something. It seems really powerful, and maybe we could put it in a bracelet. And I don't know if she's, like, figured out a way to harness it. But if you guys are talking, if you guys are going to have a cooking lesson later, maybe we could talk to her about that, if you think that's a good idea. Cool. In that case, sorry.
I don't know, Brunk, did you hear that?
I didn't hear it.
Oh, that's okay. I was just wondering, it seems like there might be some kind of, like, way to channel the healing powers of the crystal. And I'm wondering if you, when you have your cooking lesson later with Amira, if it seems useful to ask her if there's a way to, like, take a chunk of the crystal or mobilize it in some way to, like, have, like, a mobile healing source with us. And also it seems to keep shadow people away. So I was wondering if you could talk to her while you were cooking later.
I feel like we've done this once before with disastrous results.
Yeah, I was gonna say if it's anything like the situation where we got our healing crystal, they're not gonna want us taking it or moving it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Because the
that.
last time we ended up fighting a big crab man after I had tried to make friends with his people and became their dance lord. And then I had to betray my friends because we decided we were going to take the crystal because we needed to rebuild the ship.
Also, because he was kind of evil.
Yeah, kind of, but it still feels like we crossed a line there somewhere.
Yeah,
Maybe the line moved. Maybe the line moved a little bit. We didn't cross it that badly, but I still feel like at some point we crossed the line there.
I get that. It was a moral gray area for sure.
I don't do good with moral gray.
Yeah.
Rosalia kind of, like, rests a hand on your shoulder, Brunk, and is like, Lithraxis wouldn't be free if you didn't make the choice you made.
I know. But that helps with the struggle with the moral grayness issue a little bit, but
it's still tricky.
Yeah. I still have guilt.
I get it.
Oh, now I have guilt. I mean, I'm working through it, but the truth of the matter is that, you know, it was a struggle at the time. It's still a little bit of a struggle. I mean, we've done some good things. I think we've net gooded, if you will. But right now, stealing crystal from these people who are obviously being protected by it and are safe by it here at this oasis. Like, if this oasis is a safe haven for them, you know, the unfortunate thing is that, and Brunk's not anywhere near as intelligent enough to have this really have this thought, but sooner or later this might become one of the only safe places
Yeah.
because of that crystal.
Mm-hmm.
And I worry that, I think what worries me is that someone else will come and try to break the crystal or take the crystal.
For nefarious purposes.
I mean, I'm leaning more towards break the crystal because then it won't be able to protect them.
Yeah.
But I don't want that conversation to lead us into, well, then maybe we should take the crystal, that way we can keep it protected and it can protect us. Yeah. Also, they told us no violence when we showed up. So
That's true.
I'm really not looking to cause a
Cause a ruckus.
Just to like clarify my point, I meant more so she seemed like she was able to channel the power in order to like heal it, and I'm curious as to like how she does that. I don't want to steal anything from people, and I don't want to like cause any violence.
Yeah.
Okay.
And in that case, Fletcher is just gonna pick up his fishing rod and go to the dock.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, we'll do this one at a
Pick
time.
me up later. I'm gonna go sit, dangle my feet that do not touch at all, and I'm just gonna start fishing.
I have a new item for you. Do. You should see now. Wait, where is it? On your... Oh, it should be right there. On your character sheet, you should see an item called Basic Fishing Rod.
Yes.
Wait, is Brumberdum on the map? He shouldn't be.
Yeah. Who is that?
He's an old dead character that I use to test stuff now.
Oh.
He was from season 1. It was Eubanks' original character. Before he that character died, and then he ended up playing Rottooth.
Nice.
Thank you for thank you for mentioning that, because I would have just left him there. Just some random dead guy. So yeah, that's on your character sheet. Fletcher. And Molly over here is like, oh, you're looking to learn the ins and outs of fishing.
I mean, it looks pretty simple. I've fished before in the river. You just kind of roll this thing up here, spin this reely thing here, and you just kind of flick it in.
Works for the most part. Have you fished in a lake this size?
I've never even seen a lake this size.
So, in the shallows here, you're probably going to find smaller fish. If you're looking to try and catch bigger fish, you're going to want to cast into like the deeper portion of the water.
Well, maybe it sounds like maybe you should just show me just for you, and then I can just maybe watch, make sure you're doing it correctly. So why don't we just stay right here in, I guess, the shallow area, and you show me what you think it should be, and then I'll maybe say that you're right about the fishing.
All right, watch close. It's just gonna cast a shallow roll. I'm gonna say you guys arrived probably in the late afternoon, early evening. It's still like sunny, but like it's starting to get less sunny, so we'll say 6 o'clock. She kind of like waits a little bit. She's like, oh, no nibbles there. Pulls back. Casts again. She waits for about like 15 minutes before she casts again.
No, you gotta sit. See, fishing's a waiting game. You're going too soon.
This time she puts like a little bit of bait on the end of the hook.
Well, obviously you have to put bait. That's the first rule. You got a worm? You need some worms? Fletcher's gonna start digging around in the sand for bugs.
Once again, she waits about 15 minutes and just kind of like clicks her like tongue. She's like, why aren't they biting?
All right. Let me see here. I want to roll. I want to go before she goes again.
Okay. Are you doing a shallow cast or a deep cast?
I'm gonna go deep. I'm gonna find what I want to find is like a shadowy pit of the water where I think that they're like hanging out. That looks deeper, and I'm going to like use all my strength to like cast it out far for it.
Perfect.
Do I just hit, so in terms of like mechanics for my end though, do I just hit use and then do I have to pick shallow or deep, or does it just go?
No. So if you click it like to like the little die that appears beside the item, it'll appear in the chat and you can just click roll.
Okay.
You used bait, right?
Yeah, I said specifically I dug in the sand.
That you were digging in the
did for
sand
bugs.
for some kind of bug.
Yeah, I'm looking for some kind of sand bug.
Okay. Again, wait about 15 minutes. You aren't feeling anything pulling on the line.
Interesting. Maybe you gotta jiggle it a little bit. Just kind of, you gotta move it around. Get them to think it's a worm. I'm just kind of doing this now on the dock.
Wait, sorry. You said you like used your strength to cast out farther.
Yeah, I would say that I was like kind of like trying to get it as far as I could out for deep.
Go ahead and give me just a raw strength check.
Wait, do I have advantage on strength checks? I think only in combat.
Okay.
Fishing rods are much lighter than axes. I think I've probably thrown the full fishing pole out of my hands.
She looks and she's like, uh-huh, yeah.
I'm not used to these ones. These are a lot lighter. What is this, bamboo? And I'll start looking at it. It's got no weight to it.
She pulls out what appears to be like an actual like fishing lure that she puts on the hook this time.
Ah, yes. What are we trying to get? What kind of fish are in here anyways? Trout? Salmon? Bass? I'm gonna start naming every fish that I can think of.
She's like, what is an ass fish? What?
Well, they're spotted and rainbow.
Okay. I don't know how to react to that. Okay, we're rolling.
Just telling you facts about fish.
D4 plus a D. Where is it? D4, D6, D8. Okay. She's only casting in the shallow waters. She rolled a 3. Okay. That's attack dice d4 plus 1. 8 plus d6. So 5. Okay. You've got a fish on the hook.
I do or she does?
You do. Sorry, she does.
Okay.
You see she gets the fish on the hook.
That's it. Reel it in. Reel it in. Not too fast. Not too fast.
So she starts. It's a d6. That's good. Oh, what's the type of fish? It is... It was an uncommon encounter. It was a 6. Roll... You are the animal guy. Go ahead and roll a... nature check for me. As you see that she's wrestling with it against the water. 11's enough. You recognize that this fish is called a silver shad. Like, you see it's got, like, a silvery, like, sheen to its scales.
That's it, girl. Just nice and slow. Come on, just keep pressure on it. Pressure on it. Oh, he's so cute.
Okay, d4 plus 1. You watch as the fish tugs back on the line, and she's like, "Oh, this thing's tough."
I will go around ghost style and hold the fishing pole with her.
She's like, "Get off me!" What?
I'm trying to. They're slippery little buggers. These.
8. She just got, so that's 10. Once again, it's like still tugging against the line. You watch as it's a pretty crude, basic fishing pole, and you watch as it starts to bend hard. You don't hear like a crack, but you see like it's bending like fairly hard. Oh. She goes to tug, and like you are like wrapped around, like holding her arms, and she's like trying to jerk you away while pulling it at the same time, and the whole rod snaps.
Oh no! Can I make a dexterity? Can I grab it? Like I want to. Can I try to grab the fishing pole?
No, it snaps. You watch as like all of the line gets pulled with this like broken thing until there's nothing left, and it gets dragged back into the water. And she shoves you. She's like, "Can you get off of me? I know what I'm doing. I live here."
Sorry. I was just trying to help. I was just trying to help her bring it in. I'm sorry. I know a person who is really good at building stuff. Do you want me to maybe take this and see if they can strengthen it or make it better for you in any way?
She's like, "No thanks. I can fix it myself," and like walks back like to like the fishing repair area. It's like a whole spot with like all kinds of different parts and stuff like that for you to be able to work on your fishing rod.
I feel bad. I'm gonna not go to the deeps. I wanna try to catch a fish.
Okay.
And give it to this person. So I want to do one more cast like myself, if that's cool.
Yep.
I want to like look at the fishing rod and somehow like bolster it with one of my like javelins. Like somehow like use rope and like tie it to strengthen the pole. Can I do that? You can say no. I'm cool with that too. I'm just throwing out ideas here. I want to catch a fish.
Go ahead and roll a sleight of hand check for me.
My rolls have been so good. Cool.
You've tied your spear to this fishing pole.
Great. And then I want to minor illusion the bait, so it's like it looks like a dancing worm.
Okay.
And then I'm going so that it's a very enticing bait. Also, I feel like now that I know it's a silver shad, I feel like I would know what kind of bait catches a silver shad.
No, your nature check wasn't that good.
Damn. You gotta try. You gotta respect the hustle. So yeah, I'll like minor illusion some pretty bait.
I was gonna give you a -1 because of the spear.
That's fair.
But because you're using minor illusion to make like minor illusion bait, I will just nullify it, and so you won't get a plus or minus. It'll still be just like a regular roll on the fishing pole.
That sounds great. We're just doing flavor shit. Cool. So just and I'm gonna go back to I'm gonna do the shallows. Try to like get it like almost under the dock where they're like hanging out. Come on, fishies.
You cast your line, cast it under the dock. And at first, like for the first 5 minutes, there's not really anything. But then you feel a small tug. I need to make like a NPC for this because this brings us into an initiative. NPC fishing minigame. Do. All right, Fletcher, go ahead and roll initiative. Okay. What I need from you is I need you to roll a d4, a d6, and a d8.
Oh my god, okay. D4, D6, D8. That's it?
Yep. Okay, d4 is 3 small. So that's d4 plus 1, 10. The d6 is a 1. That's good. 9. Okay, and then what kind of fish is it? D8. All right, roll a nature check for me.
Hey.
You see what you think is a carp on the end of the hook. These little guys.
Yeah, reel them in.
Okay, so how this works is we're gonna begin combat. It starts and it rolls. It rolls against your fishing pole. A standard fishing rod has 10 AC. These things roll 1d20 plus 2.
Does he get bolstered because I tied my javelin? A little extra?
No, your javelin is not doing anything good for your fishing rod right now. Doesn't do damage against your fishing rod. That moves to your turn. So you're going to roll same thing, d20 against its AC. so you're tugging against it, but it's like for your fishing rod is not giving any assistance, and now you're noticing the spear in your way as you're trying to reel it in.
Stupid idea. Just like cursing at it.
Okay. All right. It does 4 damage as it starts to pull, and the tension starts to pull on your rod.
No.
So your standard fishing rod that you have starts with 10 HP. So it is down to 6. Your turn. Roll against it. Perfect. So go ahead and roll a d6. Okay, so that is down to that. Back to the fish's turn. Rolls against your rod's AC. Hits. For another 4 damage. As like you're playing this tug of war game with it, and now like the spear, you go to pull hard, and the spear almost like stabs you in the face. You still have the fish on the line, and you go to pull it in, and you watch as it pulls, and you're feeling like kind of like the bow, like as it starts to like as the rod starts to like kind of like curve, you start to see a crack line in it before you hear. Like you don't hear the crack yet, but you see it as it's about to form.
I'm gonna take the hand axe off my belt and cut the line.
You're not gonna try and continue the catch?
No, I've already broken one fishing rod and I feel really bad about it. I don't want to break these nice people's things.
Okay.
I was very confident and I knew what I was doing. It has been clearly demonstrated to me that I don't. And I want to cut the fishing line, but I want to keep my fishing rod.
Okay. Yeah, you cut the line, fish gets the easy watch as it kind of like scurries and fishes under the water. Swim.
Well, that was interesting. I'm gonna take my fishing rod and I will walk back inside and regroup myself.
Brunk, what are you doing while Fletcher's out fishing? You're muted.
Rick and I over here, I came over to chat with Amira, I guess, and I am. Where did that crystal come from that's protecting this place? Has it always been here? Somebody bring it here? Are you the reason why it's here?
It's a gift of Eldath.
Elda?
Eldath. Mother of the waters. Lady of the lakes.
Oh, okay. So it's been here for a while.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. So it just appeared?
No, it was a gift from my god.
Okay. Does she have any more of those gifts? Because, like, that's a really powerful defense against those shadow creatures that are kind of running free in their land, and it's great here. Feels like we could use some more of that.
Its purpose is to protect this beautiful body of water. I'm afraid it would not have much use away from this place.
So it's key to this. So if we were to want another one of these, if we were to try to seek for another one of them, we'd probably have to find somebody who can, or find a god that would be willing to grant it, to protect a place. Something like that.
It's like the situation in Rudalius is unfortunate. I have been preying on it, but this is the protection that Eldith has provided.
Well, that's good. I'm glad this place is protected. I guess you understand if I'm worried a little bit about what might happen if you become the last place in Rudalius that's safe. I hope you don't wait until that time comes and you take your people here and try to find some other safe refuge for them. We have a ship docked east of here. If nothing else, if you needed passage on the ship somewhere safe away from here at some point in the future, I'm sure we can provide that, especially given that you've been welcoming of us here and helped heal our hurts. And we're just trying to get these people here and their horse and cart. We're trying to get them to Mercana.
She nods and she says, I appreciate the gesture, but we will be fine. Eldith provides protection for this place. I have no worry of the beings that try to pierce her barriers, be they mortal or otherwise.
Fair enough. Where's my companion? I thought she was going to go swimming. Where'd she go?
Which companion?
Nerissa. She was going to go looking for the gloves in the lake. Did she go in the lake already?
I did not go in the lake already. I kind of snuck over near Jenny Greenteeth to see if I could overhear what she was talking to her skull about, specifically to see if she may have... I'm just trying to figure out if she's noticed that her bass has been swapped out. Her little singing bass.
Go ahead and roll a perception check. Yeah, you kind of dip into the water and kind of sneak up off on the side there. And she's just like, so I put bananas in his shoes and I don't know if he's noticed yet, but I'm pretty sure we'll be able to hear him from the ship. It's gonna be really funny.
Whose shoes did she put bananas in?
She laughs for a little bit and then you hear her go, I know you're there, right? You could at least come say hi. I thought we were friends.
Hey, Jenny. Yes, we are. Sorry, I was just enjoying the water and I didn't want to interrupt. It seemed like you were having a chat with your skull there. How are you? I miss you. I figure when we spent all our money, you decided to leave the ship.
Well, yeah, I follow the money. Also, I heard Beach Oasis and wanted to get away from...
Right? Who doesn't want a good beach day? I know I'm really happy here. I know we were on the water, but I've missed the water in the short time we've been away from it.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, apparently I need to go diving for some boxing gloves that used to belong to some bartender.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, have you seen any boxing gloves around here?
I have not. No, that's
That's fair.
No,
Well,
she looks at Jasper. She's like, Jasper, have you seen any boxing gloves?
I'm gonna lean in intently.
Turns the skull and mimes it to be do the no. It's like, guess not.
Thanks anyway, Jasper. All right, and with that, I'm gonna head towards the water and start figuring out where to dive for these gloves.
Okay. Before
I can't move.
You can't move.
What do I need to click?
Where are you?
I'm up near Jenny Greenteeth.
Oh.
Do I have something clicked that I don't need, that I'm supposed to click?
I don't know. You should just be able to drag yourself around.
The combat is open still.
Oh, yeah, that. Good call.
Yay, I can move. Hey Jenny, I'll let you know if I find anything cool you can sell in your shop.
Oh, yes, or gold. There's always some
course.
kind of gold hoard down in the waters.
I'll keep an eye out for gold especially, don't you worry.
Jesus, while that's happening, what are you doing? I want to know what Jesus is doing first.
Was it Sandor that was offering the swimming lessons?
Yes.
I want to ask him if it's too late in the day to get a swimming lesson, because I want to learn how to swim too.
No,
Yeah, I also wanted to learn how to swim. Can Jesus and me go swimming?
He'd be willing to give a swimming lesson. Nerissa, before you go off to look for treasure, would you like to give a swimming lesson with Sandor?
Happily. It's not going to translate very well because all of my stuff involves like fin movements, but
He's like, I will explain. He walks both of you to the edge of the dock first, and he's like, look, there's nothing scary about the water. Just make sure that you hold your breath. Don't panic when you're in there. Everything is going to be fine. Your body should naturally know how to at least stay floating and buoyant. Alright? He goes to, like, clap you guys on your shoulders, but, like, continues instead of just, like, clapping on your shoulders and shoves you both into the water.
Great. I was told that my body would know naturally what to do in the water, so I'm not doing anything. I'm like a cork. Like I'm just kind of just like hoping I'm gonna float. Like I was told my body would naturally do what it needs to do.
I think what I want from both of you is athletics checks with advantage, thanks to Nerissa helping.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm going to jump in the water and like light as a feather, stiff as a board, you guys.
He'll just be sitting there like, kick your legs! Kick your legs! Like it's the last thing you can do on this earth.
Okay.
I still get to roll one more.
Yeah.
I was checking to see if it was going to do 3. +2. So 13 for that.
Okay. And the first one would have been 15?
The first one was proper. The first one was my highest was 13.
Okay. Fletcher Huck, you start kicking your legs furiously. You're starting like kind of like you're I don't know if it's dog paddling or flailing, but you're keeping yourself afloat pretty well. Jesus, on the other hand, you watch as it's like Jesus, you start like kind of like moving your arms, but then like also do like the cork, and you watch as Jesus just kind of like submerges under the water.
No, Nerissa, get him! Leave me, I'm fine!
I'm going to just slip over to Jesus and help him stay afloat so he doesn't drown.
This is pretty easy. I don't know whatever all the fuss was about.
He looks down at you, Jesus. He's like, all right, just try to like kind of like reverse turtle, like just like float on your back.
Alright, I can do this. I got.
I believe in you, Jesus.
Go ahead and roll an athletics check again. Still with advantage, you're still getting help. "26 is a lot better."
Significantly.
Yeah.
I think it just added all 3 die together.
Oh, wait, that's true.
But you can see what they were, right? So you have a 5, 11, and 8.
Yeah, the highest was an 11.
So 13.
Yeah.
that is your swimming score.
Nerissa, like, floats you back up and, like, tries to get you going. And he's like, alright, just kick your feet, or, like I said, turtle. And you go to turtle and just sink like a stone.
Whoa, 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 whoa. There you go.
Stroking. I'm like spitting the water out from my mouth and be like, I don't know what all the fuss was about.
He's like, alright, one more time, lad. It's okay if you're not meant for the water. Sometimes it's okay. But we'll go with the good old, like, doggy paddle. I want you to float on your belly and just kick all your legs at the same time.
Nerissa, where's that guest inner tube from your tank?
I got this.
You got this, Jesus.
Yeah, we believe in you.
I've got like 2 fingers under him, like light as a feather, stiff as a board, at like this point over.
You need your 3rd die in there.
I mean, 15 was better.
Highest
With
is a 15. You're kind of like keeping your head above water. She's like holding you with like the fingers, and then at some point your whole body just goes rigid and straight, and you watch as he like full on like tips over your arm and again like head first down into the water.
Oh, no.
Oh, buddy. Okay. Jesus, come on.
Sandor like hauls you out. He's like, I don't know if the water's meant for you, lad.
Yeah, I'm done with this.
If you ever want to try again, Jesus, I'm happy to try helping you some more.
Meanwhile,
Maybe.
Fletcher, you're a natural. That 24 on the first roll was enough to beat the first check to like just get swimming.
Amazing.
You are going to get a 5-foot swim speed.
Dope. Nerissa, do you need help finding the boxing gloves? Apparently I can do this.
Just barely treading water towards
No,
me.
I got it. It's totally fine. I can totally help.
I think I might be able to hold my breath a bit longer than you underwater, Fletcher. It's okay.
You know the basics of
That's
fishing
fine.
in a way, like if because I'm pretty sure like if you're not proficient in knowing how to swim, then it's half of your movement speed. Swimming. Each foot of movement costs 1 extra foot. Okay, so what I'm going to say is set it at... So normally it would be 15... You would have 15 feet of movement swimming if you didn't know how to swim at all, if you were just fucking going for it as best as you can. I'm going to say that you can swim 20 now. So you could put, like, for your swim speed 20, because it'll be that 15 feet plus 5. Jesus is taking a break from swimming lessons. Fletcher's swimming around like a fresh fish. Nerissa,
Yeah.
you're fast as fuck.
Yeah. My swim speed and my walking speed are both 60 feet.
I've like tried to keep up with you for like the first little bit. I was like, no, you're right. You go on by yourself. I'll just turn around.
A valiant effort.
So my question is,
Yeah.
what is, like, you have full, you could scan this whole lake in no time flat. What is the first point of interest for you that you would like to check out on the map?
This dark spot in the middle of the lake.
That dark spot just keeps going down. Like, it you see that it gets deeper and deeper and deeper. And eventually, like, you see all kinds of, like, different sea life. You can see, like, bigger creatures kind of dwelling down there. But you can also see what appears to be, like, a, like, large cavern that just keeps going, that you think probably goes out to the sea.
Which would be why all the different kind of fish are here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Are you gonna
And
look
that-
like in your travels to see if you can find the boxing gloves down there? Like, if they, like, just may have floated down there?
I think I might try to scan around the rest of the lake first before committing to going into the deep cavern, just to do a quick double check to make sure I don't see any boxing gloves or anything else of interest in the shallower waters first.
Okay.
What kind of check do you want?
Sorry, you're just, like, looking in, like, the, like, back in, like, the shallow
Yeah.
lake?
Yeah, I just want to swim around, like, in, like, the shallower waters to see if there's anything, like, either boxing gloves or anything else of note in the
You don't-
shallower waters
you
before
don't-
I check out
You
the
don't see
cavern.
boxing gloves. Go ahead and give me an investigation. I'm gonna
Don't see shit.
No, I'm gonna let you re-roll. Go ahead and like roll it as advantage. So roll it again, because the water is your domain. I think an investigation check in the water. 13.
Maybe I'm a little distracted.
I'm still gonna give it to you. I think on a 13. Like, at least the surface level stuff. You find there's if you look over here where I'm pinging, you see that.
I'm not seeing a ping.
Zoom out so that you can see the whole lake.
I'm zoomed out.
Do you see the ping?
Oh yeah, on like the rock with the giant turtle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Swimming by that spot, you see that there is a chest that's kind of like half buried under a rock.
Okay.
And on this side here, where like this little frog dude is fishing, there appears to be another chest that's sitting on a pile of gold.
Okay. Can I go talk to that frog dude?
Sure.
Where am I? I'm just gonna pop out of the water right near where his fishing line is and be like, "Hello, friend.
He's like, blah!
Hello.
Hello.
How's the fishing going?"
Good. And he points at the rock where he's got like 4 fish like lined up and already like deboned.
Oh, fantastic catch. Do you know much about the waters around here or what might be found in them?
Not really. We just got here recently.
Oh, where'd you come from?
We came from, well, we were in that town. The one with the rolling carts.
Oh,
Tremala?
oh, Tremala, we just came from there too.
Yeah.
I'm Nerissa, by the way.
Hello.
Hello.
Mervis.
Yes. Oh, lovely to meet you, Mervis. Um, are you, so if you just came here, you're not as familiar with like the area you're in right now, are you?
No, we just got here. He points over to the camp, and you see that there's like a skinny green man who is also like fishing off the like side close to his camp.
Okay.
Sitting and just like chilling, like looks almost like a guard. And then like kind of like sitting on the side eating some fish is what appears to be a blue drake.
Oh, lovely. Well, um, I wanted to check before. I thought I noticed something at the base of the rock that you're on here. I just wanted to see if you minded if I go checked it out, if it was yours. But if you just got here, I'm gonna go take a peek at it if you don't mind.
Go nuts.
All right, thanks, Murphys. Lovely to meet you. And I'm gonna dive back in, and I want to go check out this treasure chest.
Jesus cannot swim worth shit. Oh no. So you're gonna go and check out that chest?
Yeah, cautiously. Can I check to see if it looks like there are any traps or anything? Like a big pile of open gold is always a little suspicious.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a perception check. What'd you get? 13?
14.
14?
Yeah.
It looks like a normal chest to you.
Oh, I don't like the way you said that.
Nothing out of the ordinary as far as you can see.
On a 14 at least. Is it locked, or you said it was kind of open?
Yeah, the chest, it seems like there's like it's like a crack open.
Can I see what's in the chest?
No.
Does it look like a mimic? Can mimics live underwater? That's a good question. I don't like the fact that you're just giving me that face.
I don't know what you want me to say.
Okay. Is there anything nearby that I can kind of like move towards it or poke it with to see if it reacts? Like a stick or something that I can prod it with?
I mean, the guy up there's got like a fishing pole and stuff.
I'm gonna poke my head back up. Hey, Mervis, do you have like an extra pole I can use to check this out?
He kind of like squints his eyes like, will you give it back?
Of course.
Hands you the pole.
All right. I am going to prod the chest to see if anything happens and like
Yeah, you
maybe see if I can.
You prod the chest and a pseudopod whips out as it is a mimic.
Hold it! Jesus!
Nerissa, I need you, I'm gonna say Mervis as well. I need you to roll initiative.
Oh, I knew it was too good to be true. Mervis, I'm sorry, man.
Okay. It pulls the thing, like the stick, in with the pseudopod and like snaps it. And then it is going to try and attack you. What's it got? Pseudopod bite. Miss on the first attack. Miss on the second attack. Hits you, I believe, there.
Just barely.
Yeah. It is 11 damage, 7 of which is acid damage.
What does that mean?
Does
it like
I don't
keep doing
know.
damage or?
No, if you have
what's
like
the
resistance to acid damage, it's why to mention just in case you have resistance to that damage type. You don't, but I like
No.
to keep it the habit of mentioning the damage that's a different
type
type.
of damage?
Yeah,
Okay.
just in case somebody has resistance to whatever's attacking them. Mervis kind of like yells over the sides like, "Are you okay, Nerissa?"
No!
Oh,
Can you get help?
oh dear, help.
I found a mimic.
Okay, okay. What kind of help do you need?
Anyone you know willing to fight a mimic would be great. I'm gonna keep trying, here. While also potentially bleeding out from this bite.
Okay. Mervis saw you come in with your group. He's going to double time swim up here. I see Brunk there. He waves you down, Brunk, and he's like, your friend appears to have come into trouble with some aquatic life. You're muted?
I'll be like, aquatic life?
I think
What kind of... I thought this place was friendly.
I think she said it was a mimic.
Oh, God. Okay.
And that will... I'll loop you into the initiative there, Brunk. Go ahead and roll. Nerissa.
I'm gonna fire my magic missile at it.
Like, right in its face?
Yeah, right in its face. I'm not fucking around with mimics. We've dealt with them before. I don't have the... I'm done with this shit already. I'm just like, oh, not again, and like just magic missile, 3 hits right at him. I'm using my initiative, or my inspiration to reroll that.
Yep. Oh wait, you don't need to roll. You just need to roll damage.
Oh, I saw the
No.
9 for lyric, and my brain was like, you got a 9. Okay, so just click damage.
Yeah.
And then roll.
Yeah, and then you'll have to do that 3 times, because it only does it once for you. Two, and a 3.
Yep. 3 shots right in his face.
Okay.
And then I can disengage as a bonus action, right?
Yep.
And then, so I'm going to do that and then put a little bit of distance between myself and him. All right. And I think that's all I can do.
Okay.
So I'm ending my turn.
Lyric and Brunk.
Lyric, we gotta go help Nerissa. She's getting attacked by another one of those stupid mimic things with the tentacles.
Ah! Lyric is like full on like diva laying on laying on the rock, like taking in sun.
That's exactly what she's doing. That's exactly what she's doing. Can you at least help her a little bit until I get there?
She's like, la 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 la. She's like, I thought Nerissa lived in the water, like. And you can go ahead and move Lyric.
How far? She's what? Got 30? Oh, I need to grab her.
Oh, hold on. Let me put on free movement. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, 30 feet fly speed.
It's weird because I don't think her thing defaults to fly speed. For whatever reason. Okay. Oh, yeah. Now it's showing up. It's weird. Okay. I don't think she's close enough to... Yeah, not yet. So she's going to double move. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. So that'll be her turn. And then I will double move, and I'm gonna pull out the katana that lets me, swim in the water.
Yeah.
The Riptide katana. And then I'm gonna let's see. Why is it? It's weird. Like, okay.
Yeah, measurements
That'll
are
work.
weird right now. I don't know why.
It's not showing up on the, whenever I try to drag him for the movement, it's not showing up. It's weird. Okay. All right.
Let me just look at something.
It showed up on one time when I tried to do it. It showed up, and then the rest of the time it didn't. So I don't. It's weird.
Yeah. There is like an actual drag ruler module. I just wonder. I wonder if they haven't fully updated it yet. It says it is, but. Oh, convinced giant mimic. Do. Oh, Nerissa, that's a crit. For 12 damage. Second attack is another 10 damage. Fucking pseudopod whip pulls you in to take a bite. And misses.
Can Fletcher use his danger sense to see this giant frog that came up, took one of my teammates, and just start taking off swimming? I'm just gonna full dash and start swimming towards where I'm not gonna get there, but I just want to start trying to help.
Danger sense is advantage on dexterity saving throws against things. But let's go.
I also have the keen sense to know when things are weird.
Let's go with a perception check here.
That's fine.
Yeah, you see Brunk dive in and like full on start swimming towards the rock. Yeah, we'll get you into the initiative there. Jesus, go ahead and give me a perception check as well. You're also on the dock. Fletcher, you can roll yourself in.
Yeah, I also feel like I would have yelled to Jesus, be like, I think they need help, but I think you should probably stay here.
Jesus, yeah, you notice as well. You see like Fletcher start like kind of like running towards the action
my
there.
axe has been like in a wooden pole off the dock. I've like flipped it up onto my back very coolly and have like swan dived into the water.
Swan dived and then doggy paddled.
Looked very cool until it was in the water. Just like, okay, I'm coming.
Fletcher, you're at the top of the round for round 2 then. Go ahead and do some things.
Yeah, full dash, just gonna move as much as I can to get to close the distance between me and them. So I think if I full dash, it's my swim was, we just did this.
Your swim is 20 feet.
20 feet, so I can move 40 feet if I dash?
Yes, but like, so you've got your running, so basically what would happen is you would get your, it's 25 feet to the water, then you get 5 feet of movement within the first one, then you get another 20, so you would end up out here.
That's what I will do. I'm coming!
Convinced giant mimic did his attacks on you, Nerissa. Mervis. Mervis is gonna like swim and follow Brunk. And you're gonna see he pulls out like a trident.
Nice.
Nerissa.
All right. My blink dagger, does it work underwater?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try and get him with my blink dagger then.
$17 hits.
Mm-hmm. Now, because he's moved closer, in order for me to move away, I still have to disengage in order to avoid another attack of opportunity. All right, so I'm gonna disengage and then move my full 60. I can't see how far I'm moving. Why is it not showing me numbers?
It's fucked.
Okay. Hold on. Do I have to click the little measuring thing?
Yeah, if you switch to the ruler, it should work every time, and then you just hit space to move.
Okay, yeah. So I can get like way further away from him than I
Yeah,
thought.
you could get right the fuck out of there.
Yeah. So I'm gonna just go. I'm actually gonna go 60 feet towards my friends. Is that where? I can't see. Yeah. No, that didn't do what I thought it was gonna do. Okay, there we go. Hey guys, I woke up a mimic. I'm really sorry about that. He's over there and he's real mad. I shout as I'm like swimming towards them, clearly quite badly injured. And then So that was my attack, my movement, and my bonus action. So that is everything I can do.
Perfect.
And turn.
Lyric.
She is gonna move. Now, he's underwater, isn't he?
He is submerged underwater, yeah.
Okay. So she can't really see him where he's at right now.
Right.
She's going to get a little elevation, probably as she's flying up to this point, 5-10 feet as she's getting there, and then she's going to probably wait for Brunk to get in there. She might move a little closer, and that'll be about it.
Okay.
I'll shout to her. He's on the other side of that rock. Watch out.
Okay. All right. All right, I'm going to get there. And then once I've finished swimming and climbed up on the rock there, I will pull this shield out. And I'll keep the katana in hand and kind of look at Lyric and, like, gonna nod.
She'll just nod back to you.
Uh, oh, what the hell? That's for giggles. No, maybe not yet. No. We won't do that yet. I will. I'll use my bonus action to activate my Radiant Soul since I haven't done that in a while. I'll just go ahead and use that. That way I give myself a little extra oomph on the attack rolls. And then I will take a double move action, move a little closer, cautiously, and kind of keeping my eyes out for looking for this thing.
Yep. Jesus Christ.
What I have heard, Nerissa, when she said that it's behind the rock,
Yeah, I'll say
I've
so.
heard that from here. Alright, I'm just gonna... The only thing I can really do from here is just launch a fireball at it. That's all I can really do.
That would stretch to underwater, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I feel like when it goes underwater, it just becomes like a really big, like, hot lava rock that, like, hits it.
I just don't want to accidentally hit Brunk with it.
Okay. It's gonna take full damage. You also just vaporize a small school of fish.
It's a fun way to go fishing. Alright, I'm gonna just move closer to the edge of this dock here. Push Sandor out of the way while I go running by him. And then I'm just gonna end my turn over here.
Okay. Fletcher Huck.
Okay. Fletcher is, am I close enough to talk to Nerissa? Like, we could hear each other?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to speak to Nerissa and say, okay, I'm coming. Do you think you could ask any of your friends in the lake to help me get there faster? Basically, Fletcher wants to ride a turtle into battle. Is wondering if you can ask an aquatic animal to help me.
So I do have Emissary of the Sea, which means I can communicate simple ideas to any beast, elemental, or monstrosity that has a swimming speed. Hey DM, does anything in the water count as any of those things that I can basically be like, yo,
Probably
help my
everything
friend.
everything in the water.
All right, so I'm gonna send an idea or send the request to help get my friend over to me to one of these giant sea turtles.
All right. I will let you roll the persuasion check, but this will be using your action, Fletcher.
That's fine. So I have to roll persuasion to let me so I can get on the turtle.
No, Nerissa has to roll a persuasion to convince a turtle to let you ride it.
But it uses Fletcher's action?
Yeah, because it's not even your turn.
Yeah. No!
Great. I'm gonna be pierced by this turtle. I'm gonna drown.
Oh, that's the worst time to get in that one. Should I use my inspiration for that?
No, it's fine. I honestly, I don't know how much help I'll actually be towards the mimic, because I could just really hit it with my axe. I'm just trying to be part of the team.
I mean, it is a wooden chest, so axes might be good against it.
Let the turtle hit me.
The turtle does nothing. It ignores the whole situation.
Fully ignoring everything. It's like, not my circus, not my monkeys. I'm not dealing with that.
Get back to the crystal. And that will be my turn.
All right. This thing is going to, like, you watch as, like, two pseudopods slap up onto the rock, and this thing drags itself up right next to you, Brunk.
Oh, that's not good.
Misses on the first attack. Misses on the second attack. I think you're pretty tanky. And misses on the bite. Mervis. Mervis.
Nervous. Gonna come back and, try to get my fish. I worked really hard for them.
He's gonna put his trident away, actually, and pull out a short bow. Just from the water, go for a shot and miss. Nerissa.
I am going to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
I was about to say attract sharks. I was about to say attract sharks.
Yeah.
You're bleeding in the water.
Yeah, it's not ideal. So I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself. And I get 10 health back.
Yeah, that's handy.
Yeah. I did use my last spell slot on it, so those 10 points better help. And then that was my action, right? Casting Cure Wounds.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to use my bonus action to get my Blink Dagger back to me. And I'm going to move a little bit back towards the action, but not so close that I'm right up next to him again. And then that's my turn.
Lyric.
Hit him with a little juice, Lyric. She's going to use her radiant beam. I shall roll the damage. Ooh.
Isn't her,
Hell yeah.
This is her last
Very
one
nice.
for the day.
It is. He might have a hardy constitution. We'll see. Oh! Saw that thing roll like it's going to hit the crit.
Yeah, there's just a smoking hole in this thing right now.
Ah.
Nice job, Lyric.
Yeah. All right. Well, then, time to swing away. That'll hit.
Hell yeah.
That's definitely a hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. This thing that's holding on to life. How do you what? Please describe
right
your kill.
I'm stabbing him right in his big gullet. I mean, I'm assuming he's got a big old burn mark there from the, from where Lyric hit him with the moonbeam, or the radiant beam. So I'm gonna follow that up and just stab thusly right in the same spot, try to maximize the impact. So I'm just gonna run him through right in the middle of right through his toothy maw.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming he starts melting on me.
Sure does.
Gooing on me.
Starts gooing all over the place.
And aren't they basically kind of like oozes?
Yeah.
Sort of.
But ones that shape change.
Does anything just rest there on the rock where he gooed up at?
Pretty much just the goo itself.
Am I stepping? I'm stepping in it, aren't I?
A little bit. Murphys is like, God damn it, my fish!
Sorry about that. Hey, there's some more fish out there swimming, floating in the water. Can I help you catch some of those real quick? And I'll just dive in and go, try to scoop up some of the dead fish that that Jesus scorched the hell out of.
Already cooked and everything.
No, oh no.
They're already cooked.
Anything the fireball hit didn't just cook them, it vaporized them. There's no cooked fish.
Can I use my emissary of the sea to convince however many fish were in his bucket to just, jump out of the water into his bucket?
Hey, come here, I want to talk to you about something real quick.
Yeah.
I want to talk to you about the circle of life.
Sure. It's fucking dark.
I'm gonna sing a song, and then you're gonna get eaten. And it is what it is.
Hey, are any of you fish particularly depressed?
That's brutal.
A little bit. I feel really bad that I not only lost his pole that I told him I would give back, but also lost his fish.
What the heck were you doing over here, Nerissa?
For those gloves, and then I saw a treasure chest, and I was like, that looks cool and maybe a little suspicious, but I checked it out, it didn't seem too bad. And then I poked it with a stick, and then it turned out it was real bad. Yeah, thank you for coming to my rescue, Brunk. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all right. Is there anything actually down there? Did you find the gloves?
I didn't find the gloves yet. I did find a big hole that I think the gloves might be in, but I wanted to, eliminate the other possibilities first.
Oh.
Ooh, I wonder if that pile of treasure that the mimic was on is still down there. Can I go down and check what's left where the mimic was?
Yeah, hold on 1 second, because I gotta update the map.
I'm gonna stick my head into the water, like lay down on the rock and just stick my head in the water and look under the water.
Oh, I knew what you meant. Hold on a second. It's gonna take a quick hot second for this map
I
to
pull my head
export.
back up out of it and take a big breath.
Come on, anytime now. Eravella Oasis 4. Oh, hi Jude. Sorry, it's gonna take a little minute to upload here. It was working faster earlier, I'll say that much. This might be a little bit weird doing it in real time, but let me see if it worked.
Oh, Lyric, she can go back and chill on a rock.
And then sunbathe?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I forgot to get rid of the pole. That's fine. So where the mimic was, it looks like the mimic was also making an illusion of the treasure, because the treasure that it was sitting on top of is just a bunch of rocks. A pile of rocks. But
Just a bunch of bait, huh?
but the space that it was in, now that it's gone, is it was like wedged inside it. When it was like just the chest, it looked like the chest was like against a flat rock. With it gone, it looks like it was hiding like a small entrance to a cavern.
Ooh. How big is the entrance?
Big enough for like people to fit through.
Okay.
Like your whole squad would be able to fit through there.
I'm certainly curious. Can I swim down and poke my head in?
Yeah. You swim down and poke your head in, and it looks like it goes down into, and like it already had water in it, but it's flooding with more water now that the entrance is like wide. You see that it goes down so far and then dips up, and you can see a light that is lighting up the end there, but you're not sure what the light source is.
All right, I'm gonna poke my head back up and relay that information to Brunk and Mervis and anyone else that's within earshot.
So you found a cave under the water with a light in it?
Yeah, a mysterious light source.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can we swim it?
I mean, I know I
a ton
can.
of water. Well, like I'm not
How-
interested in drowning today.
Yeah, I don't want you to drown either.
And I can't breathe underwater. I can just swim good because of the sword.
Okay, let me see here. Did I notice anything else when I checked? Like, did it look dangerous, or did it look like, did I hear anything?
While there, give me a perception check.
Do.
You don't see anything suspicious, but on the far rock, you do see what is like if you swim in, you don't go all the way, but you swim close enough that you can see like symbols etched into some of the rocks, but you don't recognize them.
Okay. So like they're not like writing in a language, they're just like
No, it's like
symbols, like runes.
Yeah, hieroglyphics.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna come back up. So it doesn't look dangerous. I don't mind checking it out myself, but there were some symbols like kind of carved into the rock that I've never seen before. Can I sense if there's any like aquatic life in there, or would I only sense the fact that there's like aquatic life in the lake in general? Like how much can I pinpoint my
You pretty much know in general. There's a lot of aquatic life.
Okay, but I can't tell if there's any in the cave specifically.
Right.
Okay.
Do you like survey it further?
I would like to.
You'll be going in by yourself.
I know. Is Mervis amphibious?
Mervis is amphibious.
Hey Mervis, you want to come on an adventure with me?
He's like, oh no.
No?
No, he's like, I'm not much of a fighter.
I don't even need you to fight. I just want you to come check it out with me.
Kind of like looks nervously. Go ahead and roll a persuasion.
Please.
He's like, sorry, I was just fishing. I'm just here fishing. I'm gonna join my camp, but I wish you the best of luck. And he swims back over to his friends.
Okay. Thanks, Mervis. It was lovely meeting you. Thank you for your help. Okay. Brunk, do you mind like staying nearby so I can let you know what's going on and if I need to make a retreat? I'm really curious about what's under here.
I hadn't planned on going anywhere.
Okay,
I
cool.
was waiting for you to tell me if it was safe for us all to go down there.
I mean, I don't know if there's no way unless we have a way for you guys to breathe underwater, but I don't think I can do that for you guys. But I would like to go check it out.
Can we maybe like check with the people in the Oasis and like come back tomorrow? Like maybe they have like
some scuba gear or something?
Oh yeah, or like maybe you can like artifice something overnight. I don't know. Like I feel like you know where this cave is. I mean, I'm not here. I'm dying on the dock. So yeah, I just feel like if you know where this is, what are the chances that it's gonna go away? It's a cave.
That's fair.
Maybe they have a scuba a submarine.
Yeah, maybe it's a good idea to go check back with the people at the Oasis, see if there's anything we can use so we can all check it out together. Wonder if like Jenny Greenteeth has like potions of underwater breathing or something.
Ooh.
Is that even a thing? I don't know.
It is, and she should have them, but I don't see them there, so I will add them.
We'd left a couple behind on the ship too.
There were potions of underwater breathing on the ship?
Yeah, I think we had 2 of them on the ship.
Oh, dang.
Didn't think you'd need them on land.
No. I mean, I don't need them anyways, but... those would have been handy. What do you think, Brunk? Should we go see if we can find some breathing apparatuses for you and the others, and we can all go check out this cave together?
We can. I guess it depends on how much they cost.
That's true. All right, let's go find out. Can I is there some way I can help you get to the land faster? I don't have my
She
fishing
does
boat
have
with me.
potions of water breathing. There are 180 gold pieces each. So so I'm gonna pull out the foldable canoe, the folding canoe,
Yep.
Oh yeah.
and head and like row it over towards the dock, so that or over towards Jenny Greenteeth, I guess, so that they can get on the boat,
Yep.
and we can all row back out here to the rock.
Perfect.
And I guess while I'm at it, I'll go all the way over to Jenny Greenteeth so I can buy the potion.
Yeah.
Boop.
Are
I'm
we
just
getting
gonna.
Jesus and Fletcher in the boat too?
I'm going to assume that, rather than him having to put the boat on the map or anything like that, I'm just going to assume that they can all get in the boat and we can row our way back out to the rock.
Yeah. Yeah, we can just flavor.
All right, come on, Jesus and Fletcher.
Row your boat.
I'm not rowing the boat. I'm just like pushing it.
Pushing along.
Yeah, I'm like in the water, just like.
I can't swim and I can't afford a potion of water breathing right now.
I also don't know. I'm not gonna get the potion. I have not been very helpful in any situation so far since we got here. So I don't know if it's better for me to wait in the boat.
Okay.
We'll be prepared if something comes running out of the cave facing you
All
guys.
right. You guys stand guard. Brunk and I can go check it out then.
Rosalia will buy a water breathing potion and say I can come with as well.
Awesome, thank you.
Hold on. I want to do a thing. Sorry, trying to look for it. Can I give can I give
healing for Nerissa?
Hmm?
I said 5 points of healing for Nerissa.
Oh, for me?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I would like to reach into my bag and take out an acorn and give it to Nerissa, and I want to give them my luck charm.
Thank
I think
you.
it hasn't been very helpful for me today, but maybe you'll get some use out of it. So mechanically, I don't know how I move that off my sheet onto theirs, but I would like to give them my luck charm to use.
Sure, hold on one second here.
Oh my goodness, Fletcher, are you sure?
So far, I haven't really blended into this team, but I am trying my best, and I hope that this can. I know it's a forest seed, but maybe it can help in some way. Plus, it has a little hat.
I do love the little hat.
The luck charm. There we go. The luck charm has been moved over.
Thank you. That's so sweet of you, Fletcher.
And I'll wait here with Jesus in the boat.
Yeah, you guys stand guard. We'll report back. Do you have your communication crystals with you?
Yes, I do.
We can keep touch on the communication crystals. Is there a way to like video chat so I can have them on video basically?
Yeah, like a
We
little
think-
like illusory like version of you.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, so pull out your communication crystal. Keep an eye on here. We'll like show you what's in the cave.
Help me.
Alright, sounds good.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi style.
Yeah. All right, Brunk, you ready?
Yup.
Rosalia, Brunk, and Nerissa. Brunk and did you buy a water breathing potion, Brunk?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So
Yeah, he just took it.
you pop your water breathing potions. Rosalia drinks hers. And dive down into the water. Nerissa, you're able to kind of like also hold on and guide them so they don't have any problem with beating any currents or anything that are rushing through. There is like a stronger current now that like you've opened up like the now that the mimic is gone, because there is that kind of flow through. You're starting to get that kind of pull. But you swim for about 120 feet going down before you see what the lights like where the light source is, and it goes straight up.
Ooh.
And when you swim straight up and like kind of like emerge, and it looks like there is like this like dank wet cavern.
Do we see anything else in the cavern? Like, is there anything around?
It's pretty dark right now. You're not seeing anything immediately. I'll get you guys to roll perception checks.
Okay. I also have dark vision, if that helps.
Yeah.
I see everything.
You are water.
Nerissa, gazing deep into this cavern, you didn't see them at first, but like as your eyes are focusing, you look around and see the outlines of some strange humanoid shapes that are up against the wall.
Do they look like they're like statues or like living creatures?
With that 24, they're breathing. Honestly, with a 24, I think I can show you what they look like.
Oh shit.
I'm about to pop my light cantrip, just FYI.
Oh, those don't look friendly.
What do Jesus and I see? Do we see anything, or is it just
Yeah,
dark?
like it.
I think something's about to climb on somebody's face and lay an egg in their throat.
She is the only one who sees these right now. They haven't like come out yet.
Okay.
I don't even think they're aware that you're aware of them yet, but she, with her superior vision here, sees them kind of like trying to blend with the wall.
Oh, so they're like trying to hide from us. But like, have they noticed us? Like, do they know we're there?
No. It doesn't seem
Okay.
like they've seen you yet either.
Okay.
Seems like maybe they like just naturally like kind of like are like staying that way, like lying in wait.
Okay. I'm gonna quickly like go because I was like kind of ahead of Brunk and Rosalia, right? So I'm gonna go back and be like, okay, you guys. There are some really creepy looking creatures.
Are we underwater still?
You and Rosalia probably would have been underwater. She might have been able to sneak up ahead and like take a look.
Does it sound like when she's talking to us underwater? I mean, are we gonna have to SEAL Team 6 this and kind of pop,
Trying to like
kind of slightly pop our heads out of the water, slowly, movie style, looking around.
I think Nerissa can talk fine under the water, and you, like, with the water breathing potions, have, like, this bubble around your head so that you can speak.
Okay.
I don't want to assume that just because they look really creepy that they're not friendly, but my instinct is that they're really creepy and not friendly.
Oh, you're a person of the sea. Roll a history check for me.
Uh-oh.
Let's see if Nerissa's come across these before.
No. 20 and then a nat 1 back to back. Oof.
That's brutal.
I've not seen these things in my life.
You grew up in a fish tank or something? Is that what the deal is here?
Apparently.
You could try to reroll with inspiration.
I think I might use my inspiration because
She grew up in a Bass Pro.
Yeah.
100%. It's just Nerissa in the waterfall. Have a nice day. With green vest on.
It's that whole scene from the beginning of Sorcerer's Stone, right? Did you come from Burma? Did you like it there? Do you miss your family? Oh, there's a sign that says raised in captivity. My bad, Nerissa. Sorry.
22 is a lot better. You have
so much better.
You've heard of and seen these things before. They are not good. They are an invasive species called scum, Skum, and they worship a creature called an aboleth.
Oh, that's not good sounding at all. Okay, so we should retreat.
How many of them are there? Said how many of them were there?
That was a good question.
You saw 6 that you could count, but like that's only like
at least 6.
The cave goes deeper.
Probably more. They're invasive, so probably more than 6. But 6 were all I could see, and they are not good. And they like a thing called an aboleth. I don't know if this means that there's an aboleth nearby, but I don't think it bodes well for the Oasis in general that they're here. If there's like a bad invasive species. Either way, I don't think the 3 of us should try to take on 6 of them right now.
3? Aren't
You,
there
me, and Rosalia.
5 of us? Oh, the other 2 aren't down here with us?
No, they're up on the boat.
Yeah, they're up on the rock.
They're totally on the boat with Jesus being like, so, do you like birds? No, there's a lot of birds in the forest. Lots of birds, you know?
Is Jesus just
Nope.
sitting there staring at him as he's talking to him?
I'm looking for the word for it. I'm thinking about my failure of swimming right now, and I'm not even paying attention. I'm just
He's just off in his own little world of.
But let me tell
Yeah.
you, there's the red-breasted nuthatch. Then you got the yellow-bellied woodpecker and the roseate spoonbills. Oh, if you see a spoonbill, that's a good day. And don't even get me started on the warblers. And I'm just gonna keep talking to birds to Jesus.
Add 5 points to your points card for clearly having bird facts written down.
Yeah. Side note, me and my partner have started playing Wingspan online, hence why I have all these bird facts. They're just in my brain.
That's wonderful.
Amazing.
That's amazing.
All right, so our Brunk, Rosalia, and I, are we retreating then? And
Rosalia's like, I've never heard of an aboleth before. That sounds kind of nutty. What is it?
yeah, do I know what an aboleth is?
You would know the name. You would know that they are emissaries of the aboleth. So, like, the likelihood is that if they're there, there is one there. You know that it's fairly powerful, and you know that it has some kind of, like, telepathic, like these things are, like, they're not good. They're evil creatures. And they can, like, enslave people with their minds. And if they keep things enslaved long enough, the things become scum.
Okay. When you say telepathic, can it sense that we're in its vicinity telepathically, or
You think probably up to a certain range.
okay?
But with how
I'm
deep
just
this
gonna try
cave
to-
goes, if you don't see it, it probably doesn't know you're there right now.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna try to, as tactfully as possible, explain to Rosalia that an aboleth is not good, and I'm basically shitting my pants right now, so we should leave. Because, like, if I know what these things are, I'm probably like, oh no, this is bad. We need to, like, get out of here and probably tell some people in charge of things at the Oasis that this is, like, affecting stuff in their lake. So yeah, let's discuss this up on the rock.
Rosalia's like, I mean, to be fair, it wasn't affecting their lake until the mimic died.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Yeah, I mean, the crystal thing might be keeping him at bay. Could be also keeping him at bay. Maybe, I don't know. It's hard to say.
That's true.
It could be. Either way, though, we should definitely let them know about this.
Okay, Rosalia, you going first? Back out the tunnel.
Rosalia nods and will start swimming back.
All right, we're gonna sneak away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When we get back up, I'm gonna relay all that information to Fletcher and Jesus as well.
And then there was the one summer that my brother Brent, he hollowed out a whole tree stump for a canoe, just like this. This is a nice canoe. It didn't fold up and stuff, but it got us across the river and stuff. Before then, we were using toadstools, if you could believe that. Poor Jesus.
Is there anything in the water nearby that I can use to kind of, like, block up that hole again?
Yeah, I was just thinking we need, like, a really big rock.
Not really.
Like a plank of wood or anything?
You could, like, try to
Yeah.
cut down trees.
Oh, I can totally do that. Can I do that?
Yeah, they didn't say you couldn't.
All right. Do we need a tree? I can get a tree.
Yeah, just something to block up a hole. Like, I'm gonna just kind of, like, vaguely gesture to how big the hole was.
Is there anyone else? Is there anyone around that I could ask before? The last time I tried to cut down a tree, I got attacked by a shadow dude. So.
Coming back up to the water there and gathering together. Why don't we take like a 5-minute break?
Right.
Okay.
Ridiculous.
That ridiculous. Come on.
I go to turn my camera back on. She goes, I'm not wearing pants.
You had to let me get out of the background. Nobody can tell I'm not wearing pants when I'm sitting down on my own camera, but if I'm standing behind you and yours.
Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry for your roles tonight.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
It's okay. Swimming is not everybody's strong suit.
Yeah. Just wait until I get to walk on water spout.
You won't need to swim.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
I was just going over the things we've done since we've gotten here. We broke a fishing rod. We killed a mimic. We may have accidentally unleashed a horror on the town. And now we're going to be cutting down the tree to see if we can fix it. In like, what, 2 hours?
Yeah.
This is called the Fletcher effect. I'm just gonna fucking do shit. Also,
Oh my
hi,
goodness.
this is Bert.
Hi, Bert.
She's
Oh, Bert! Hello, Bert.
Very upset that her mama's not home right now and that she's stuck with Pop Pop, but you know,
That happens.
clearly not the favorite parent.
I get that.
What are you eating? Oh, well, she ate something.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, I forgot to add to the list. I also obliterated a whole school thing.
Oh, yeah. We are not very good guests.
That is signified by the big chunk now missing from that, like, school of fish that was a ring.
I did notice that when you updated the map, and I thought it was a nice touch.
Thank you.
I love.
Oh my goodness.
Welcome back. There we go. Pause the elevator music.
Sorry for getting us into such shenanigans right off the hop. This was supposed to, as soon as we were on break, I'm just like, this was supposed to be a simple side quest. I was supposed to just look for gloves.
Now, if I cut down the tree, how are we even gonna get it over there? Yeah, see, that's the problem. I can like Haber toss it but it's not gonna get to like where it needs to go.
That's hilarious.
Rosalia is like, he makes a point.
Thank you.
Drag it out in the water and shove it down the hole.
Could work.
Okay.
We could try asking if the boule can like dig one up so that we actually have the root ball
Ooh,
and then try shoving the root ball in the hole.
that's a smart idea.
Basically plant a tree out in the middle of the water and see if it'll actually just grow in and block the passage. If only we had a druid.
Mm-hmm.
Rosalia's like, and I mean, blocking the hole is a great idea, but also, what if the gloves are down there?
We'll come back in about 5 levels.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah.
Yeah, this thing seems scary.
If there's 6 of those things down there,
At least. Yeah.
and the master is probably around.
Yeah, an aboleth.
Yeah.
And...
Yeah. We're not anywhere near big enough for that kind of a mess. Not anywhere close.
Okay, so
Not
you want
even a
a tree?
little.
You want a tree? I can cut one down. I can't dig one up.
No,
Or I
no,
can cut one down
What's his
first.
name? He's got his little boule pet. They can burrow. Maybe he can get him to like fetch one and like dig it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We should go talk to what was the person's name that greeted us?
Melvin? Mervis?
No, not
No.
Mervis.
I mean, we could
Hold
go
on.
talk to Amara, but it's
Amara.
but it's not Amira. It's whoever the guard is that
Oh, Sandor.
Sandor that
Was
is Tiny's
yeah,
friend.
I'll just search for Nerissa and be like, was there any other places that you wanted to look? Jay is referencing the other chest on the other rock.
There was another chest. I don't know if that one's a mimic or not. It very well could also be.
DM question.
Yeah.
Would mimics count as like a trap? Like, can I use my danger sense to sense out if there's a mimic or not?
I felt very trapped by that mimic, just saying.
Hold on, I don't know danger sense super well, so I'm gonna just also reread it, but I gain an uncanny sense of when things nearby aren't as they should be.
I think that's the definition of a mimic.
It's specifically
I have advantage on dexterity saving throws.
so it wouldn't help you here because you'd be looking at either investigation or perception, which would be your wisdom or intelligence.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't think I'm going to be much help. I mean, I can just go with you if you want, but I don't know if I should just go. If we're going to go. So are we going to go back to find Sandor to ask him to get a tree? You no longer need me to cut one.
I mean, I figured we can try that first.
Yeah.
But we also need to let him. I mean, we need to let him know what we found down there anyway, so that they can be aware.
Yeah, because these guys are an invasive species, so like they're gonna try to spread if they can.
Well, and if anybody gets out there and gets
into the cave and
Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
Lyric has druid craft. I don't. That might be a little bit of a stretch though for her for like a plant growth type of thing.
And she just like grow like a kelp thorn forest or something in front of it.
She doesn't. I mean, you know, other than entangle, she doesn't have anything else that really looks like it works for that.
How long does entangle last?
Oh, not very long at all.
Okay, does anyone do you want to stay here and guard the door while me and Jesus row back to go find Sandor?
I can. I don't know that it's going to make a difference a whole lot. I'm not going to make a whole lot of difference if they decide they're going to come swimming up the tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
I guess my thought is it's better to like right now we know where they are, and if it's best to know if we see them leave, at least we know they came out of the cave.
That's true.
Versus if we all leave and then we come back and they're all gone out of the cave, we have no idea where they are because they seem like they can camouflage within the surroundings.
I mean, if that thing goes deeper, it probably connects to the big hole in the middle of the lake too. So
It
I mean,
could.
it's not like the big hole in the middle of the pond is not that far away.
I got the sense that the big hole in the middle of the pond maybe goes out to the ocean. That was the feeling I got from it. I didn't go down into it, but that was just kind of what I thought
Yeah.
maybe when I was checking it out. I think the idea of having somebody stay here, also if anybody from like the surrounding area comes out,
Well, you certainly
we
need to
can warn
tell.
them.
Well, yeah, nobody needs to be out here swimming or fishing off this rock.
Yeah.
And it's like telling people you need to be wary of the crocodiles in the watering hole at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the person who was like on the rock was Mervis, so should we go? That was like his fishing spot. Is that who you want to go tell?
Well, we need to tell everybody
Yeah.
to keep clear of this rock. Like put up a big red and yellow sign or something like that, you know. I don't know. Plant a flag. Put up yellow
Yeah.
tape. Some kind of an indication that says this rock is off limits for fishing.
Yeah.
Right. So I think that the person who would probably have that power would be Amira. Sorry for some
Alright.
or Sandor. So I think that the decision is we do need to go back and speak to them for myriads of reasons. I
Yeah.
guess the only outstanding thing is, are we all leaving this rock open and
I
going?
think at least
and
one
doing that?
person should stay. Why don't we get Hey, Rosalia, do you mind staying on the rock? Keeping guard, and then like if you want if anything comes out, or you can get us on our communicational crystal or like shoot a big bright light up.
Yeah, they
and
don't need to
then
do anything. It's just their knowledge.
yeah, and then we can
She's
we
like, wait,
can-
wait, I've got to be the bait for these things.
You're not bait.
No, just go hide.
There's nowhere to hide on here, but to be perfectly honest with you, if they decide to come out, the only thing we're going to be able to offer is a warning before they probably smack us out of the way or into unconsciousness.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if all six of them were all of a sudden just kind of decide to pop out and come say hello, there's not a whole lot we're going to do to prevent that from happening.
That's true.
So I don't think it matters really if there's somebody here or not at this point. I mean, even if they came swimming, I'm assuming they can swim. So if they come swimming out of there, they're going to stay underwater anyway. We won't see them until they surface wherever they decide they're going to surface, which could be over at the docks, could be on this side of on the south side or the west side, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm the fastest. Why don't I at least quickly go let Amira know? Because she's the one in charge, and I think we should prioritize letting her know what's going on in this oasis. And I think she might know what to do from there. Do you guys want to go let Mervis and that group over there know to stay away from the rock?
Yeah, I'll go swim and talk to the frog.
Okay. You go over to swim and talk to that group.
It'll take me a while.
Yeah, Mervis will look and be like, "Oh, can we help you?"
No, I'm making my way to you. Don't worry.
No, I mean, like, what do you want?
Well,
He's so sick of
apparently
our
there's
group.
some like evil squid things underneath this rock, so we think it would probably be good if you don't fish here anymore. We just want to make sure everybody's safe. Also, hi, I'm Fletcher. But yeah, one of my friends said that, there was these evil kind of like octopus squid things, and we just think everybody should stay away. Can I come up late? It's really hard to tread the water. I got little legs, man.
The, like, Drake, like, dragon dog thing looks at you and starts growling.
Okay, easy there, buddy. Easy there. Can I make an inhaling check?
What? Yeah, go for it.
Fletcher is not his element here. He does not like the oasis.
It is.
Okay. I'm just easy there, big fella.
It's looking at you like food.
All right, so yeah, I'm backstroke. Everybody be safe. Don't come near the rock, and I'm just gonna get out of here.
They, like, whisper amongst each other, and you watch as they start kind of, like, breaking down their camp.
Where are you guys coming from, anyways?
Doesn't matter. We're not sticking around long enough to tell that story.
I make like perception or history check if I recognize the robes of the knights that's here?
Yeah, go ahead, roll history. Wait, you're a bumpkin from a forest that you've never left? Roll with disadvantage, please.
Look, I'm trying, okay?
They're not robes that you recognize.
I read books. Just go swim away.
Nerissa, you swim over to Amira.
Go find Mama.
Hi.
She looks and she says, "Oh, hello. Oh, you're hurt."
Yes. But that is not my biggest concern right now.
She, like, reaches over and touches your shoulder, and you're, like, back to full health.
Oh my god, amazing. Thank you so much. I have some bad news, Amira. But there's something I need to tell you. So I found a mimic, and we defeated the mimic after it tried to attack us. And then the mimic unblocked a big hole, and we were curious, so my friends and I went into the hole, and I don't know if you know what an aboleth is.
Never heard of it.
Okay. It's a bad, evil creature that uses like mind powers to control things, and it's basically an invasive species, and the things that it controls are called scum, and there were like 6 scum at least that I could see in the cave underneath the rock where the mimic was. And if there were 6 scum, there are likely more, and very definitely likely an aboleth in there as well. And right now my friends and I are trying to figure out how to block up the hole again that the mimic was was covering, so that way nobody can get in and get hurt, and also so that they cannot come out and attack anybody. But we, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news here, but this is, uh, it's not a good situation that we discovered in the Oasis. I'm so sorry. But we should probably try to do something about it.
She's like, we'll be fine. Eldath will protect us.
I mean, Eldath might help give the power to protect, but like I usually it still requires some action, like tangible action, doesn't it?
She looks and says, Nerissa, if you had any ill intent or intent to hurt anybody here, you wouldn't have been able to get into the Oasis.
We don't have any ill intent, but I think the Aboleth and the scum do, which are inside the cave in the Oasis.
She nods and she's like, well, I mean, if they try to come out and cause harm, then Eldath will deal with them.
Okay.
If this is their home, or if that cave is their home, if that's where they live, we will not disrupt them.
Trying the hardest he's ever tried to telepathically tell Nerissa, tell them about didn't you see like runes or something in the cave?
I did.
Can you see if those runes I feel like this is not I'm not supposed to do this, but like maybe the runes, are they connected to this Eldath dude? Like, or does she recognize them as part of her religion? And I'm trying to do this telepathically from this rock that I'm on.
I did see some runes in the cave. Are runes associated with Eldath at all? Or like symbols?
What kind of symbols?
And I'm gonna like, would they be simple enough that I could like recreate them in the sand, like just
You
like
could
draw
probably
them?
do like crude drawings, but she would look and she'd be like, those don't seem to be associated with Eldath.
Okay, because I saw these in the cave. Now, you said I didn't recognize the runes at all. Like, they wouldn't have been something I would recognize as being associated with the Aboleth.
The runes?
Yeah.
They aren't runes that you recognize.
From what I know about Aboleths, though, do they usually have runes associated with them?
I mean, sometimes. They're creatures that can basically take on mind slaves that, like, basically have, like, cult followings. Sometimes runes can be associated with them, sometimes not. People think that they're gods.
Okay.
You know that they're not. You know, like you of all beings, being somebody from the water, know that they're just sea creatures. They're just like psychically powerful sea creatures.
Okay.
When I climb back on the rock, and I turn to Jesus and be like, Jesus, do you recognize that night guy over there? I want to see if anyone in my party has ever seen any of like the symbols or anything of the party that's on the far side. If they want to.
No, I don't recognize them.
That's weird. It was a weird vibe, you know? Vibes were off. Okay, so Nerissa, should we like? Can we call you on there? Because you're in the Oasis, right? Or in the villa. So should we like? Should we leave the rock? Should we come back in the rock? Like, what should we do?
Amira seems pretty confident that Eldath will protect them.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Amira, is it okay if we like maybe use some wood from a tree to block up the hole that the mimic was previously covering, just so that they don't get disrupted and they don't disrupt anything here at the Oasis?
She's
Would
like,
that be okay?
Eldith will protect us. You don't have to intervene.
So I just like I come to the forest. Hi, yeah, Fletcher on the phone here. I don't know. Turn me around, Nerissa. Turn me around. So I was just wondering, just for me, I come from a place where I like to chop down trees. Would it be okay if I just like chop down a tree just to keep those old muscles going, you know? And can I just chop some wood here while I'm here, anyways?
She'd be like, oh, it's preferred if you don't damage the habitat of the Oasis. Everything has kind of its own ecosystem.
Oh, absolutely. No, I absolutely understand that. Okay.
Okay. That's understandable. Okay, well, thank you, Amira. I'm curious about this Eldath that you keep telling us about. What else can you tell us about Eldath?
Oh, she is a goddess known as the Mother of the Waters. She's a lake goddess.
What's she look like?
She's usually depicted as a very beautiful woman.
Nice.
But the visage changes between cultures. Always a protector of waters. Usually brings prosper to lakes and waters. Known to serve Sylvanas, so she's kind of like a lesser goddess that serves a larger goddess.
Okay.
Known to be like her worshippers are mostly like pacifists, druids, people troubled by violence.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's really helpful. Thank you. Well, I'm very glad that you have Eldath here to protect you.
She protects all of us.
I'm very thankful for that. And thank you for your help with healing me. I'm glad that you are aware now at least of the aboleth and the scum. That was my main concern, was just letting you know, but if you're not concerned, then I'm glad about that.
No, I believe we'll be protected. Nothing will come up to harm us.
Okay. I'm really glad. I'm gonna go let my friends know that, because they're still over at the rock, kind of worrying about this too. So I'm gonna let them know that there's nothing to worry about.
Okay. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I'm gonna head back.
Have fun.
Thank you. As soon as I get back, I'm gonna be like, I think she's crazy. She believes that this Eldath goddess is going to protect them, but I don't think that I think that there is some validity in believing that there's a higher power helping you, but I also think that proactive direct action is important, and she doesn't seem to think that that's important, and I'm worried. But she doesn't want us cutting down a tree or anything for blocking up this hole or intervening. So I'm not sure what to do.
I'm gonna put my axe, just put my axe sadly down.
Oh, no cutting down a tree. Oh.
So, what's the worst that could happen?
The aboleth could mind control them all, and then if they stay under the mind control of the aboleth long enough, they would become scum themselves.
Do the scum only live in the water? Or, like, do they become terrestrial in any way?
Is that something I would know?
Probably
I know
not.
about them as sea creatures, but I don't know if I've ever heard of them living out of the water. However, these guys were in like the like there was, you said that there was like a little like clearing essentially, like a
So like it goes down, like the water goes down and then goes up, and like when you popped your head out, like it was a cave with air.
yeah, and that's where they were. So they were
Yeah.
not under the water where I saw them. So I'm assuming yes, they can also be on land. I don't know how much on land they would naturally want to be, but clearly they can breathe air and like get around on land. Also, there was a part of my brain that was worried, like when she was so adamant about Eldath, I was like, hold on. Is Eldath just how she's interpreting being under the Aboleth's control already? But after showing her the rooms and stuff, I don't think that's the case. But it was a possibility that I was worried about for a second. Either way, I think that their faith in Eldath is making them not take this as seriously as it should be taken.
Well, this is just dumb. Fletcher is a man of action. He's not going to talk to anybody. I'm just going to dive into the water and try to find a really big rock. Can I find a big rock?
Go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Can I roll investigation since I'm looking for something specific?
Sure.
Oh.
I can't see underwater. I don't know why. I'm trying to fucking help, but...
Do you have inspiration?
Yeah, I have inspiration.
Do you want to re-roll it?
Yeah. Okay, I was looking for something specific. I get under the water. I don't know what's going on. I need my bearings, so now can I roll perception instead?
Sure.
Fucking great.
Everything's a big rock if you're brave enough?
No, goodbye. No, swim back up.
Oh no.
That's it, I need to go to bed.
Can I try to use Shatter to try to break the rocks to see if I could make a rock fall and cover the cave?
Ooh, yeah, break the tip off of this rock.
Roll an intelligence check.
The fact that you asked for an intelligence check makes me think you don't think that's a good idea.
10. You can. That's what Shatter's designed for. There's no guarantee that it won't wake these things up.
Yeah, I don't know
maybe maybe that's a bad idea.
Okay, well, what's the worst that can happen in, like, a night?
I mean,
What if we just go to bed?
they don't they didn't seem to notice us. They didn't seem to notice us. That's what I can say.
We didn't disturb them, so
Yeah. Now, you said that the pile of gold that the mimic was on is now just like a pile of rocks. Can we like pile up the rocks to at least cover up the hole somewhat?
They're pretty much as piled as they would be. Like you could
As
get them
piled as they
already.
can
Yeah.
be. Okay.
I say, warn the turtles, go to bed.
How targeted is my emissary of the sea ability? Like, it says I can communicate simple ideas to any beast, elemental, or monstrosity that has a swimming speed. Can I specifically say it to just the turtles and the fish that are like swimming around? Be like, hey, watch out near this rock, danger, stay away. Or would that also alert, like, are the scum counted as a beast, elemental, or monstrosity?
Oh.
Mm.
Or is the aboleth? The aboleth sounds like a monstrosity, so I'm weary of that.
Okay, I think you should swim away and go tell this turtle.
Just the one you like.
Go tell this guy over here. Far away from everyone else.
Are you able to tell me how targeted my ability is, though?
I'm pretty sure the reference is like you targeting like one. I would say like because it's kind of like a free action free, you could like just like reach out to everything in the lake and be like, "Hey, like it's dangerous." But
Dangerous.
it's simple stuff, right? Like you're not like
Be careful, there is an aboleth that will take over your brain. Yeah.
Danger, rock, danger.
even that, like even
Yeah.
that may not be that simple for them. Danger, you could give out like an air of danger.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna warn the sea creatures in the lake that there is danger here
Okay.
and to be cautious.
Giving off a warning. I think you guys need to think a little bit throughout the week of your strategy on how you're gonna tackle this. If you decide to tackle this, you still haven't found the boxing gloves,
Yeah.
and you didn't check the other chests. So
Yeah, no, I wanted to. Well, now that I'm healed, I guess I'm not as anxious about it, but I didn't want to go prodding around with an already damaged health.
yeah, I think that's where we'll end it here for tonight. When we pick it back up next week, you can decide on what you want to do with the well, if there's an aboleth, the potential aboleth cave. But yeah, for those watching at home, we're here for Sea of Stars Prince tomorrow. We'll be streaming that just like we have been. Everything's up and running again. For those either watching on the YouTube or watching at home, thanks for tuning in. We love every single one of you. We hope you have a wonderful day, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. And as always, power the players. Have a great night.